Hello everyone, Chris Hale here again with another Profit Squirrel vlog. Thanks so much for clicking on my picture and tuning in to another one of these. Today on the vlog, no risk match betting. Is it possible to do it without any risks? What should you be aware of? What do you need to know to make profits risk-free? So match betting, when it's done well, it should be risk-free. And that's kind of the whole point of it. I think the whole reason match betting came about was because the outcome of events is uncertain. By the very nature of sports, of different events, you can't possibly know what's going to happen, whether someone's going to score that goal, score that try, whether a horse is going to finish first or not run at all or come in dead last. You just don't know. And I think that's how match betting started to evolve, because people thought, right, if this is not going to be guaranteed what's going to happen, how can we make sure that we actually make money from it either way? And it was a very clever way of doing it, because I think that's when the whole betting on one side of the event and all the other outcomes that are possible of the event actually started happening, when people realized, hey, there's still ways to make money from this, even though we don't know what's going to happen. And that, of course, is why match betting exists, why so many thousands of people in the UK are using match betting services, why people are getting into it, making flexible income that works around their lifestyle, that is totally tax-free. It is amazing, it has changed my life, and of course that's why I had to share it with all of you through Profit Squirrel. If you're doing match betting well, then there really are no risks, because it's all mathematically worked out beforehand. And for more information on the methodology of how match betting actually works, check out the comments below, where I've posted a link to a really nice blog post that we've written. But there can be elements and areas of match betting that are risky if you don't know what's going on with them, if you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing, if you make mistakes at certain points, then there can be risk. And when we talk about risk, what we're really talking about is not making a profit. And generally that's something you want to avoid. We want to be making money every single time. So what are the risks? I mean, the first one and the major one is actually human error. If you follow the steps properly, then nothing's going to go wrong, because as I said, it's mathematically worked out beforehand. We know that we're going to place this bet here, we're going to place this bet here. No matter what happens when it comes to the event outcome, we are all good. However, if you've done any sort of match betting yourself, then you will realize that, hey, there's quite a few steps to learn here, and it's not necessarily very intuitive. You know, most of the people that actually join us as members haven't ever placed a bet before in their lives. So everything is new, from the whole match betting concept to the actual interfaces of the bookmakers and the betting exchanges. So there's a lot that you're learning there. And what I really want to press to you is make sure that you take it slowly, step by step, and you really understand what you're doing, because there are opportunities to miss out a step or to maybe read the wrong number here and there. And so perhaps you don't place the correct amounts of different bets and things in different areas. And of course, you don't get the exact outcome that you're looking for. You don't get the profitability there that you're looking for. And this is always a bit of a challenge when you're learning something new, in that you're excited, you want to get stuck in, and you want to make those profits, but you're not quite sure exactly what you're doing. So what I've tried to do through Profit Squirrel is actually try and mitigate these little risks that come up through not knowing what you're doing. And we've tried to do that by making the tutorials very step by step. You just sort of watch a bit, do a bit, watch a bit, do a bit, and if you follow it through just slowly and in a nice measured way, then you're not going to miss out any steps. Additionally, what we've done is we've started off with offers that require just smaller little match bets to start with. So if there are any mistakes, then you're only going to maybe lose 10p, 20p, a couple of quid at the most. So you're learning, and it's a very safe environment in which to do that. And of course, we have numerous ways in which you can reach out and query stuff and ask questions. We have our Facebook group, we have our forum, and we have our amazing support team as well, who work at Profit Squirrel, who you can contact directly. Check out the Contact Us page on the website for that information. So you're by no means on your own. So I would say, to make sure that you profit on your very first go, take it slowly, follow the instructions and ask questions. No matter what stage of match betting you're at, whether you're a complete beginner or whether you're trying some of the more advanced offers, there's going to be people in that community that have experienced what you're experiencing now, and they're going to be able to answer your question. So don't be afraid to reach out. That is the main risk with match betting, and I would say that is the main one that you want to be concerned about. There are a couple of other little risks that I wanted to actually mention, and they're the sort of things that you might find when you actually become a bit more experienced with match betting. As I've said in other videos, I've been doing this for many years, and so I've come across these things, and I thought to myself, in order to deliver the best information I can here in this video, then I need to mention these things that you might come across as your match betting career progresses. The first one of those is that some bookmakers may not honour your free bets. They may say you're going to get a £20 free bet if you complete these steps, and then sometimes you go ahead and you complete those steps and the bookmaker still does not give you a free bet. It's really incredibly unlikely to happen with any of the bookmakers that are on the Profit Squirrel website, because we have tested those, we have done all of those offers ourselves, and we are making sure that actually, yeah, this is a decent bookmaker. We can put them up on the site and recommend that you do the offer. It tends to happen when people actually go off the beaten track a little bit and they find some bookmaker offer online and they go ahead and they try it out, and it's maybe just some shady or smaller bookmaker. It's not actually that hard to set up an online bookmaker, so you just want to be aware of that. If you find an offer and you're not sure whether it's worth completing or whether the bookmaker can be trusted and it's not listed on the Profit Squirrel list of offers, drop it into the forum, ask a question, say, hey, I've just found this offer, do you think it's worth doing? And people will feed back to you on it, and maybe they've tried it in the past, maybe they know it's one that you should do or you should avoid. So yeah, just be aware of bookmakers that are not on the official list. It's really just a caution thing. You basically only want to be spending your valuable time and resources doing offers which other people have done before and they've verified that they're good. And I suppose the second smaller risk that you may come across as your match betting career progresses is something called gubbing. And what that basically is when the bookmaker stops giving you free bets. Now, as an industry, I don't think the bookmakers are ever going to stop giving free bets and bonuses and value and things like that, because the industry is so competitive that really they can't afford to stop doing that. Their competitors would just keep doing it, and that particular bookmaker that stopped it would be left behind. So there's always going to be free bets out there, but on a person by person basis, they may restrict free bets to certain individuals. So they may do this if you're just continually taking money from them, if you're continually winning at that bookmaker, or it may just be a bit random. There doesn't always seem to be a clear reason as to why your account might get gubbed. Sometimes there seems to be a cause, sometimes there doesn't. But it's worth noting that there are some offers that you can still complete on these gubbed accounts, and I do talk about those in other videos. So if you follow us at Profit Squirrel, we will show you these different ways of making money from these types of accounts, and also share a few tips on how you can actually hopefully avoid this happening to you. And sometimes you find after a little while that these bookmakers actually start giving you free bets again on these accounts that were previously gubbed. And that has happened to me a few times actually. So it's not all lost when that happens. But as I said, these two things, they're not really things that you need to worry about if you're a beginner with match betting. They're just things you may encounter and you might want to watch out for down the line, but it's okay. We've thought of this. We are all experienced match bettors here at Profit Squirrel, and we've already thought this through. So if you encounter any sort of situation, we've probably got a solution for you. So the money making, the profit making is not over. So I hope that's been really helpful for you all. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I've missed or if there's anything that you want me to cover. Always feel free to reach out to the Profit Squirrel community. We're a really friendly bunch and everybody is here for the same reason, just trying to make a little bit of extra money to make life that little bit sweeter and more affordable. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in making more money. Thanks again, and I will see you all really soon.